All right, hi y'all. So today is the 21st of October and we made it to Friday. So just to give you guys some quick updates. First and foremost, I did work last night at Amazon and I was actually in production. So on my own, of course, I stopped fellow workers to ask them questions. Um but I did end up getting VTO. So I was there for only like an hour and a half, which I'm happy with. I'm so happy with. My feet, I actually, this time I wore my new shoes. I wore my new shoes, give me a second, with these like fuzzy socks. Not fuzzy socks, but they're like thicker socks. These ones I wear around the house. So yeah, these, it felt really, really comfortable. The first time yesterday when I worked, when I told you guys my feet was hurting and I was only there for what, 3 hours. I will say I wore the black boots. So I had wore the black boots at that time because previously, I think it was like on Tuesday, I tried to use the newer shoes that I got and I wore like just my plain socks, and on my left foot, like the shoe is comfortable, but like the my big toe, it just seems like it was rubbing with my regular socks, but with these socks it was good. So I would, trial and error, trial and error. Eventually what I would like to do is try to use those compression socks, and see what happens. Because when I did work yesterday, Wednesday, when I told you guys my feet was hurting, um or not yesterday, today's Friday, but when I worked on Wednesday, um I wore the compression socks, one of the pair of the compression socks, or those newer socks that I had got with my black boots, which is the boots that I had got like last year when I was working at Amazon Fresh or Prime Now, whatever you want to call it. It was called Prime Now at that point, and that's how it showed up on my pay stubs as well. So yeah, y'all. I felt like, sometimes you cause the issue, like you overthink things and then your body starts reacting. Like if you don't think about something, you're not gonna realize. But I was just like, towards the end, I was like, yeah, my feet started to hurt, but I'm like, girl, it wasn't like bad, because when I got home I went to sleep. Your girl went to sleep, no tossing and turning. My feet was not throbbing, but it was just like at that point where it was just like, ooh, if I made it to like 2 to 3 hours, how would my feet have been? But so far, I do like those new shoes that I got. I think I would just be wearing these socks with it. As I mentioned, I will attempt to try to wear my other compression socks though. So yeah, I'm at work. It's 8:52. I clock in at 9 o'clock. Just gonna be doing training. Nothing special. What else is there? What else did I want to tell you? Um, so let me tell you something. I had to think about this, right? I'm like, yo, and don't mind my hair. Hopefully, I plan on doing something with it, but like, y'all, I'm just enjoying the short hair, but it's like getting longer, and it's like ununiform. When it's shorter, it's more uniform, and I'm like, oh, should I cut it again? What should I do? I usually go like this with my ears, but I do want to put braids in, but I'm just like, I don't want to do nothing. And I'm sorry about the glare. I'm in front of, my monitors right here. So you guys, for the longest, let me tell y'all, I was like, yo, how come my son gets allowance and I don't? In the past, y'all remember, I used to get allowance. Y'all know that, right? So I used to give myself some money, free money to play around with. This is for me to play around with, but y'all know what I spent it on. I would spend it on food. So, with everything that was changing with me, quitting my full-time job and things like that, I wanted to simplify. I'm like, my son can still get his with my money. I just knew that I was always spending it on food. So I'm like, it's a good way to cut back now I'm not going to say this, I'm not going to lie and say, like, we do have a food allowance of $30, like basically every 2 weeks. I get paid semi-monthly, so it's almost like bi-weekly pay, but it's not. It just varies by a couple of days. And of so we have an allotment for food out, but sometimes we go over it. That's just being honest. Sometimes we go over it, but I have funds to cover it. I'm not going into debt for it, and I'm not overdoing it. Sometimes I do have to be like reel myself back and be like, Candace, come on now, you spending $100 on eating out extra, like, girl. But I do want to mention this, like, because this is something I had to tell myself. I'm like, Candace, where's your money at? Like, where's your fun money? So I will say this. What I've been doing for my allowance is using my YouTube income for my allowance. So roughly, like, for this year, because you guys know I have decreased the amount of times I was uploading. So yeah, so my income was down. I have done a video on that about like the first 6 months of the year. Just to give you guys just I'm an open book, right, for the most part. And I was just showing you guys, this is what I make. So on average, I make around every 2 months, like every 2 months, I will get like a one paycheck of like roughly $100. Could be a little bit more. But yeah, so I'm like, yo, if I can at least make 50-50 on 1 month, and then another month I should be good. And that could be once that gets paid out, that's for me. So that's what I've been doing, you guys. So yeah, I know I don't get an allowance, but I do use my YouTube income to treat myself to whatever I want, or to save it up, or to treat me and my son out. And once again, my thing is food. I don't like material things, to be honest. I really don't. I'm just not that. I personally have never been that type of person at all. I like technology. Like, I'm not like a closed type of person. I used to love technology. Always got the latest phones. And that was cool. That was in my younger years. But as I got older, I do upgrades with my phones now. But like, I'm not into that stuff as much as I used to. So I'm like, I don't really have anything else that I would like to splurge on or save up for. I'm going to do another video soon. I know I told you guys I want to talk to you guys about my plan C, because as a single parent, and just as a single person in general, but especially a single parent, when you have somebody relying on you, you don't have help coming from anywhere else. My husband, I'm a widow, so I don't have like, a significant other, or even a baby daddy, or anything like that to help me out. You know what I mean? It's just me. Now, if my husband was alive, whether or not we were together or not, I would at least have an option to ask for help. Whether I got it or not, that's a different story. But it's when you're by yourself and you don't have a significant other, it's just like everything falls on you. So I just recently uploaded my video of my update for my job. So if you haven't watched that, watch that. This is referring to the part-time job that I've been out for like a little bit over a month. It was like a month and a couple of days. 2 months, 2 months and a couple of days. So I posted that update there. And what else? But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about a plan C, because as I mentioned, Amazon was plan B. Okay, because I'm like, I gotta get some income coming from somewhere. I was unsure of what my situation was gonna be, if I had a job to come back to. So I had to get a plan B. But while I was out, I was also, looking into other things, and your girl ended up with a plan see. So I'm very fortunate about that too. As I mentioned, I will, talk about that. These are just some videos I would like to share with y'all. I'm about to clock in. It's 8:59, and your girl's about to clock in and pull up my email because I have to pull up my learning lesson. They sent that to me yesterday. But yeah, I wanted to update you guys on Amazon. Y'all, I like it. I really like it. Oh my goodness, look at all these emails. We just get so many emails, you guys. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm in training right now, so yeah, I want to update you guys on my savings. I want to update you guys on my credit card. Yo, I looked at my statement. Now, I told you guys in like 2 videos ago, I'm like, your girl has been spending. Whether it was emotional, like I don't feel like it was emotional. Is stressful spending emotional spending? I guess it is. But when I get like, if I start feeling a certain way, I'm not sad. Like when I'm sad, I know I do sometimes do emotional spending, um, on stuff like to get stuff for like my son, or do couponing. Couponing is my thing. I love couponing, but sometimes you just have to reel back. With anything in life, sometimes you just have to reel back into reality. And sometimes if things are getting out of hand, that's when you have to reel back. I'm not saying you can't do something, but do everything in moderation. But your girl, like, I will say this. I knew I was spending money. I knew this, okay? $20 here, $20 there. How I'm up to like $200? $200? Oh my goodness, y'all. So yeah, your girl got to get back on track. I'm like, no more using my Discover credit card. That's the card I use for, just out of the ordinary things. Everything like I use, like my PayPal, what else? PayPal, and like any apps that I have, they're all connected to my Discover card. But yeah. All right. Work has officially started. It's 9:01, and I want to give my company its due time. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys soon, okay? All right, bye.